Well, fresh or frozen, raw or cooked. When it comes to eating fruit and veg, there are plenty of myths out there about what's best.
So what's the best way to increase your vitamin intake and boost your health? Sunrise nutritionist Sarah Lorenzo is here with all the answers. Good morning to you, Sarah.
Hi.
So we often think raw is better, don't we? And some veggies are more nutritious when cooked, some raw.
Yeah, so when you add heat to certain vegetables, it actually breaks down the cell membrane structure, making the nutrients much more available to us. So things like asparagus, when you have that, you get more vitamin A, B, C, as well as vitamin A, B, C, and E. And then as well, things like tomatoes. So they're really rich in an antioxidant called lycopene. When you cook tomato for 30 minutes, you actually can double the lycopene. But the thing is, after 10 minutes of cooking, you will lose the vitamin C. Things like broccoli are fantastic to increase the antioxidant support. All the beta-carotene you get in things, that gorgeous orange colour in carrots, especially with the skins on. Capsicums as well will increase, again losing vitamin C after 10 minutes. And then mushrooms. So mushrooms have an antioxidant in it. And antioxidants fight they lower our risk of disease, and they just are incredible for supporting increasing our health. Mushrooms are excellent because when you cook them, you'll double their antioxidant support.
Wow.
But it does really come down to how you are cooking them, which is,
Under 10 minutes.
Under 10 minutes is great. For vitamin C, but it depends what you want. If you want to, you've got to weigh it up. Like, if you want lots of lycopene, which is in the tomatoes, you would cook for longer.
Okay.
Yes.
What about frozen veggies? Because we often talk about that, don't we? And whether or not you keep the nutrients while they're being frozen. And then the defrosting process.
Yes, so definitely when we're looking at frozen, look, berries are fantastic because when you freeze them, the cell membrane structure of a berry, it's easy and more bioavailable to us when we consume it. So they're great to have. They're in season now, so when they're in season, it's fine, but berries you can have all year round. Great things like spinach. So when spinach is actually picked, over about a week, it will wilt and it will lose all its folate. So frozen spinach is excellent. Edamame is great. They're great to add to recipes, as always good as they stabilise in the freezing process, and they're a good plant-based protein. But peas, so peas are fantastic to buy frozen because 50% of the nutrients are actually lost in the picking process, so they're snap frozen. So these are some great things when it's looking at vegetables to have in the freezing process.
Really quickly then, if we're going to freeze berries, is it better to buy the packet frozen or to get a punnet at home and then freeze it?
Well, you could do either. I mean, when they're in season, like now, I would be eating them raw, just straight up.
Anyway.
But out of season, definitely 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So herbs, what do we do with them? Why? Because they go off so quickly.
They do go off so quickly, and lots of people have different ideas with herbs. So definitely, this is what I do. Like you would flowers, you just cut off the bottoms of them in a jar in the fridge. Some people put Glad wrap over them. Some people have different methods. Some people even dry them. This is what I definitely think is fantastic. Now, this is another great tip. It saves money, it saves food prep time, it saves waste. Grab your herbs like I've done here. Fill up an ice cube tray, 2/3 with the herb of choice, then put olive oil in there and freeze it. So when you want to cook something like a stir fry or a steak or a pasta, you grab that out and you can just throw that through the pan, and it's an easy way of storing them. And it's completely delicious. You've got your olive oil in there ready to go, and I've even thrown that in smoothies. I mean, there's just so many different ways you can do that. But this is it's interesting with herbs. So
just make sure you label your flat leaf parsley and your coriander.
This is what we've got here. So you've got your little bags that you would freeze them. Then you would make up the labels and you would just stick the labels on them there. But they're just great ideas.
Sarah, you're an OCD dream.
See, isn't she? I know. That's brilliant. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you can find all the recipes on the Sunrise website, of course.